I've decided to make a documentary about my life as a vampire during the COVID pandemic. I think it's a pretty fresh and new idea to document my life as a vampire. I really don't think it's been done before. It's really not my first pandemic. I've been through plenty, but it is my first one with Netflix, though it's also my first one without a familiar. So money is a bit tight. I had to sell my coffin, so I use this instead. It's a bit tight, but I manage. Sleep tight. I know I will. I'm a vampire. I was born in 1805, but my deathly rebirth was 19 years later. My birth name was Mercy, which is ironic, I know. But right now I go by Zan, because it sounds futuristic and trendy. One of the worst things about being turned so young is that I have to change my name and location all the time, because I never age. When people bring out the torches, I know I've overstayed my welcome. I just relocated to Saskatchewan, Canada. I've decided to be turning 16 in honor of my 216th birthday. That gives me a good 10 or so years before people get suspicious. I usually get a painting of myself done every decade or so, but because of COVID, I've had to improvise a bit, and I made a snow angel of sorts with my face. Still got it. Hey everyone, I'm in my favorite lurking corner and I decided to watch some TikToks and I lost track of time, so I forgot to close the curtain. So now I'm stuck here till nightfall. I should really keep my curtains shut, but it's so hard to lurk through a closed curtain. I've been stuck in many places, like outhouses, wells, the odd bouncy house, but the worst place is a 24-hour Walmart. Vampires have been getting a lot of flack from other supernatural communities ever since they said that bats allegedly started this whole thing. So I decided to start a monthly Zoom group with a bunch of vampires so we can talk about how we're coping. Looks like some vampires are logging on. Very exciting. Turn your cameras on, guys. I read that having the camera on builds a sense of community. So just press the camera icon in the corner and, oh, Vlad, turn it back off. Oh, we can see you. Drac, point the camera towards your face. I like to keep a few bags of blood in the fridge just in case I get a bit noshy between victims. I label them so they don't get mixed up with anything my familiar keeps in the fridge, since the whole Kool-Aid mix-up of '03. Oh, here's a note I made to my old roommate, Gary. Poor guy had a nap in bat form, then the sun came out. Gary's here forever now. Real fragile. I usually have a few familiars around the house, but they all quit when they heard that bats allegedly started this whole virus thing. So I've had to lower my standards. A lot. So I'm making a post on Mythical Creatures Craigslist to find a roommate. I'm not looking for much, just someone who's tidy, punctual, knows how to get a blood stain out, bends to my every will, brings me a human sacrifice every time I get a dark urge, and brings my dry cleaning. I managed to find a new familiar on Creatures Craigslist. He's not exactly what I'd wanted, but he seems loyal, eager to please, and easy to train. We've only talked online, but he's coming to move in today. My roommate should be here any minute now. That must be him. Welcome to my home. Oh, just let yourself in, I guess. He looks nothing like his picture. This is Poe. He's my new roommate / familiar. Obviously, he's a werewolf. He generally stays in this form since he found out that dogs can't get Rona. We've lived together about a week now. He's been really good at luring people here for me with his unbearable cuteness. It's hard to find suitable victims now since nobody really goes out at night anymore or invites strangers into their homes. So it's been a real lifesaver. Well, to me. Looks like I took a little cat nap. Or should I say bat nap? It looks like my unholy slumber lasted a little longer than I thought it would. It's already light outside. Good thing I had my umbrella out. I try to keep up with what teens are into so I can fit in better. I've been working on a slang to English dictionary for a while now. It just helps me keep up with the latest trends. You know, like the bee's knees, cool cat, jive turkey, as if, eat my shorts, fanfic. Keeping up with makeup trends is so hard. I can't even see my reflection in the mirror. Is this contour? So hard to do makeup! Also, silver burns me, which is so sad because it's really my color. I try to keep up with fashion trends, but I find if you just pretend you know what you're doing, no one questions you. I'll show you a few of my fits that help me fit in with the youths. Maybe you'll learn something. First is this cloak. It's by the designer Harry Potter. I assume it's French. It's very luxurious. This outfit is straight fire. I'd probably wear this to a midnight trip to the gas station or maybe a Walmart. I'm pretty sure I saw Pete Davidson wear something like this once. Things can get pretty boring with just me and my familiar around, so sometimes I boost morale by biting into a glow stick, waiting in dark rooms and corners, and scaring Poe. One of the biggest downsides to being a vampire is not being able to eat human food anymore. Well, that and having to violently kill people. I just really miss Italian food. Oh look, it's a couple eating dinner. What is that? Pasta of some sort? Looks delicious. Ooh, and topping it off with some sort of meaty red sauce and paired with delicious red wine. I'd kill for some Italian food right now. Ooh, some bread? Garlic bread! I still love to cook and bake, but I can't eat any of it because it comes back with a vengeance. Had to learn that one the hard way. So I started to cook for my roommate. Did you take my phone to do a fashion montage again? I've just received a letter from the Vampiric Council stating that relationships with werewolves are prohibited and that I must stop living with them immediately, preferably through murder, and send proof afterwards as they need pics or it didn't happen. I've grown quite fond of Poe, but I must obey the Vampiric Council. I've concocted a plan to kill Poe. While he's asleep, I'll set live wires outside so that when he goes to take a pee in the morning, he'll be electrocuted. He deserves one last good day though, so I've decided since both of our birthdays are this month, I would throw an impromptu birthday party tonight. Happy birthday, Poe. Do you like the setup? I got you a present. It's a suitcase just like mine for you to sleep in tonight. I don't know, maybe you could put it beside mine or something. Oh, you got me something too? Sunscreen? Oh, what's this about? So we can walk in the sun together. Maybe don't pee in the backyard tonight. When Poe gave me such a thoughtful gift, I realized how much our friendship means to me. So I've decided to come clean to him. Then we can take fake murder pictures and send them to the Vampiric Council. Okay, Poe, Let's make a murder scene. Just lay down and I'll set this up. Let me just put these on you, to simulate blood and guts. What, not realistic enough? Maybe if I just dim the lights. Okay, now look dead. That's adorable, but it's not giving dead. Maybe just roll over. Perfect. Just hold that pose. Well, I think that was pretty convincing. Just gotta mail this letter off. Poe and I have grown quite close over the last few months, and even though the mandates are lifting, we've decided to continue to be roommates. How'd you get so good at Mario Kart? You don't even look like you're trying. Don't go into the house. A romantic film? I mean, I'll watch it, but I don't think I'll enjoy it. I just don't understand why they don't tell each other. I've just received this letter by Raven. Let's see what it is. It's the Vampiric Council. They say they're sending somebody to inspect the premises? To see if I've gotten rid of my werewolf problem. The inspector's gonna be here any minute. That must be them.
I'm here with the official business for the Vampiric Council. You are Mary Eustace, born 1805, correct?
Yeah, I go
And
by
you live
Zan.
alone?
Just me and my haunted doll, Ivana.
Last name?
Snifferbutt?
Ivana Snifferbutt.
I think it's Russian.
All right. Mm-hmm. Right. A baby? I was told there's only 2 occupants.
Oh, this is just a snack for later.
Oh. All right, I suppose.
Just putting in a load.
Well, it all looks all right. I'll submit this paper to the Vampiric Council. You'll get my bill in 12 business days. Goodbye.